Alrighty guys, so this time again I'm going to show you two tools. They're called the Fillet and the Chamfer. Okay, so these tools are used to create different edges or corners. Okay, so first of all we're going to focus on fillet. Alright, so I'm zooming into the square that I've drawn here. So fillet, so I'm going to start typing it just on my screen. So F, and you can see it comes up there straight away. Okay, and you can see from the little image it's going to create some rounded edges for me. Okay, so I'm going to select fillet, and it says select first object or undo polyline radius trim multiple, all in brackets. We want to specify the radius because we want to be really exact about the roundness of that corner. Okay, so because it's in brackets and it starts with R, what I'm going to do is type R on my keyboard and hit enter. And then it says specify fillet radius. So how big do we want it to be? So I'm going to type 10. Okay, maybe let's make it 100. We'll make it 100 actually. And I'll hit enter. Okay, and then it says select first object. So I'm just going to click on the left hand side. And then I'm going to click on the top. And you can see that it's created a wonderful, nice rounded edge for me. Now, because I didn't escape from that tool, okay, or go into another tool, I want to continue rounding all the corners of my square. So I'm going to do is hit spacebar, and it takes me back straight into the tool that I want to use. So I'm going to click on the top, and then click on the side. Then spacebar again, click on the right side, click on the bottom. Hit spacebar again, click on the bottom, then click on the left hand side. And you can see that it is created 4 fillets for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that again. Okay, so type fillet, so F on your keyboard, hit enter, and then select first object or in brackets undo polyline radius trim or multiple. We want radius, it's in brackets and it starts with R, so we type R, enter, and then it's telling me to specify the fillet radius, so how big do we want it to be? So this time I'm going to hit 50 so you guys can see the difference. So 50 and then enter. And then I select the first side and then the second side, and there you have it. It's created my filleted edge. Alrighty, so that's how you fillet. Alright, I'm going to come down here to this rectangle and I'm going to show you how to chamfer. Okay, so chamfer is spelled C-H-A-M-F-E-R. Alright, and you can see here that this gives you an angled corner. So I'm going to click enter. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, and we can see again that it says select first line or in brackets undo polyline distance angle trim method and multiple. So we want to tell it the angle that we want it to create this line on. Okay, so angle starts with A and it's in brackets, so we type A, enter, and we tell it the length of our first line. Okay, how much we want it to be on an angle. So I'm going to hit 45 degrees and hit enter. And then it says specify chamfer angle from the first line. So I'm going to hit 45 again and hit enter. So I'm going to select my first line and then hover over my second line, and you can see that I have created the angle that I want. Okay, so the reason we have to put in 45 both times is because it's talking about the angle from this corner is 45 and then the angle from this corner is 45. So I want to angle my other side, so I'm going to hit my space bar and keep going. So clicking on my left hand side and then the bottom. Alright, so that's one side, so I'm going to do it again on the other side. So I'm going to start with chamfer. Okay, and it says select first line or in brackets undo polyline distance angle trim method and multiple. Alright, so angle is the one I want. It starts with A, it's got a capital letter at the beginning. So I type A, enter. And it tells me specify the chamfer length on the first line. So maybe I'll do 45 this time, and then maybe I'll do 25 next time on this one. And I'll select the first line, and then I'll select the second line. And you can see it's done a 45-degree angle from the top, but then only a 25-degree angle on the right. So again, if I want to do the bottom corner the same way, I hit my space bar, click the right-hand line, and then the bottom line. Okay guys, so you can see I have my two options here. I've got my fillet and my chamfer. Alright.